Hi guys, I'm Love and today I'm going to teach you about C++ data types. So there are 8 different data types and today I'm going to teach you all their meanings and one example of it. So firstly open your code blocks. So I'll create a new project. Console application. C++ we select and then this we'll keep as data types. Next we go here and finally we finish it off. So like I said before, we'll go here, then on main.cpp. So here we'll remove all of this. So I'll first tell you the 8 different types. So this is known as, you can see these two slashes. It is known as, this means that this statement is a comment and it will not get executed when you run the program. So here I'll write so I'll not do that right now because it makes it invisible to see. So I'll write the different data type. So one is Boolean, then there's byte, then there's char, then there's a short data type, then there's int data type, then there's long data type, and finally float, and double. So if you want to note them down, you can. These all data types are also there in Java and other programming languages. So it's good to know the meaning of these data types. So Boolean is a data type in which the answer can be only given as true or false. So like for example, if there are two objections and then one of them is false and you write Boolean A. For example, A is false. So you write Boolean A. So then it will show as false. But it cannot show any other result. Same way with byte. Byte is used to show the amount of bytes a character or something uses, a variable uses. For example, for char, it is 1 byte. For example, for int, it is 2 bytes. For float, it is 4 bytes. So if you want to find the result of them, then if you write byte and then the word, then you'll find out the amount of bytes. Then char, I explained it to you yesterday. Char is a single letter. So, short. So short is a type of data type which is just like an integer, but it has a limit between minus 32,700 something to minus 32,765 to plus 32,766. With int, it's just a larger limitation. It's just like short, but there's a larger limitation. Long is a long limitation, like it's the longest of these three. It has the most highest limitation, long. Float is a decimal and same way double is also a decimal, but then a long decimal. So now that this is over, so these which I was telling are primitive data types. Primitive data types. So these are the ones which are primitive data types. Then comes non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types. The non-data primitive types are class, interface, and arrays. So class is a class, like class is one. For example, there are different types of classes which you can have. Like there's a main class, there's a subclass, there's also a superclass. So these are the three different type of classes. Classes are a different place to store your variables and your different thing which is not related to the main class. You can store it there. Then the interface. So what's the interface? Interfaces include data inheritance, and then also it includes interface includes data inheritance. It includes overriding, method overriding, method overloading, etc., etc. And then arrays are used to give a particular set. For example, array is a place which is used to store variables. So for example, if we give an array, in this if we write 3, so that means we can maximum, so the amount of space this array can store is 3 chars. Or to do that, if you want to int char, you have to just write int array is equal to 3, int array is that. And if it and 3 means you can only use 3 characters, and to use them you have to write it this way: 3, 4, 7. So this is a way to write an array. Okay, so now we'll remove all of this, and now I'll show you one small code. So we'll start off with int main, then we'll do starting this. So we'll start off with char, maybe like char. No, let's do float. So we'll do float a is equal float a, just float a. And now here we can also use another thing, like we can use bytes here. Or no, we'll not use byte, we'll use int here as well. I'll show you how to use operations in this. So if you use float a, then we do int b. And now we do like that. Then we do cin a and then b. We don't do them together, then it will think that AB is one variable, but then we have to put another close or angular bracket between A and B. So now that is done. So when it gets the variables, we'll just put C out A plus B. That will be our answer. And for obviously we have to return 0. So now this is done. Let's build this project. So there's no errors, no warnings either. So let's run it. So first, actually before we do this, let's do one thing. Scene A, then we'll just remove this. So then how will the user know what we are putting in? So first we'll do scene A, then cout, right away. First cout comes. Here we'll write cout, enter a decimal number. And then here we'll do cout, enter an integer. And here we'll do scene B. So this is how we have to do. Then we build it again. See, no errors, no warnings. And now we'll run. So enter a decimal number. So we'll enter randomly 7.8. Enter an integer 5. 12.8. The sum came. Or we can also do one more thing here. We can put this and write sum of decimal number and integer is. And here also I'll teach you one thing. To make it go into the next line, we need to do we can do one of these things. So for example, if we do end L, this means end the line. And if we do end L, and to do one space we need to put /t. So here if we put /t, then there will be a space between it. Six, 5, okay, 8. So to do that, we might have to do one more. Wait, so this is not working because this is not Turbo C++. So in Turbo C++ this will work. But here, to make a space between this, you need to just put a space here. You cannot do anything else because this is not Turbo C++. So that is it. Let us see the result now. See, if we enter 5, then we enter 6. Wait, why didn't the /t? Oh yeah, I forgot to build it. Now I built it and now I run it. So now I put 7.6, then I put 6 and get the sum. So that is the end of my video. I hope you liked it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and bye.